begin. It's the win. Listen, laugh, and learn and understand. Hope, believe that you can. It's the Women's Information Network. It's the win.
Welcome to the Win Show. We're so glad you joined us. I'm Paula Fellingham, CEO of the Women's Information Network, thewinonline.com. We're the online home for all women, all ages. A community of women helping women live joyful lives filled with passion and purpose. Our hosts are Lauralee Christiansen, Executive Vice President of the WIN, Suzanne Peterson, talented nurse and mother of 4, Kim Coles is an actress, comedian, author, and host. Our guest today is Carol Tuttle, one of my heroes. We are so delighted to have her here today. She's a best-selling author and personal development pioneer. Carol has coached women worldwide in living their truth both inwardly and outwardly. She's the host of Living Your Truth with Carol Tuttle. Oh my gosh, you really are one of my heroes. I'm so glad you're here today. Yes, I have to tell them right off the bat that one of her books is like so worn, it has almost every word underlined.
Thank you.
Talk to us about what it is that you do and your message.
Well, my biggest passion is especially helping women live their truth, and that whole idea of inwardly and outwardly. The programs and the resources I have just nail it. I mean, I help you. I say frequently, just save that gal 30 years of therapy, $30 and we're done.
We're done. We got her.
I've been able to come up with some really practical solutions that really get people to a state of just getting who they are and loving it.
Now, how do you do that, though? How do you
get to that point?
It's
Tell
a process.
us everything.
In 8 minutes.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take much longer than that these days. But the key materials I use, the program, the Remembering Wholeness, kind of is where it started. That's about living your divine nature, the quality of who you are from the spiritual, the powerful being that we are, and the creators of our lives. Then recently I've developed some really amazing systems to help learn about what I call our human nature, the quality of who we are in this experience. Here we are having this human experience. We're not spirit beings, walking around. I mean, we're in bodies, but you got to learn how to live fully the human expression of who you are. And the last 6 years I've created a program called Energy Profiling that is the inner truth of who you are, your inner nature, your inborn core self, and then the outward expression of who you are is complemented when you know your type, you know who you are, the type of woman you are. I have a system called Dressing Your Truth, and that is like putting who you are truthfully, honestly on your body and everything, your clothing, your jewelry, your makeup, your hair.
So interesting.
That's an intriguing title, Dressing Your Truth.
We want to know, are we dressing our truth?
Are we dressing our truth?
Parts and pieces. There's some truth coming out here.
Before the show
Not
began,
full on, not as much as I am, but I wouldn't expect that.
well, you know your stuff. We were talking with Carol before the show even began and asking her these questions about dressing your truth and really getting in there and fine-tuning it. And what did you say about the woman who
I
is
said
fashionably?
fashion actually teaches you how to put on beauty superficially. When you have a system that is trend and style based, it's not going to look on the same, every woman's not going to look fabulous in it. So they don't appeal to your unique expression. So I say when a woman is wearing fashionable clothing, the clothing gets noticed and gets the compliments. When you see a woman dressing her truth, you see the whole woman. And that's what you compliment. And I hear it all, thousands of thousands of women come back to me after going through the program and say, "You were so right on, Carol." I hear all the time, "You look amazing." You, the woman, you, not hey,
not you,
nice
great
handbag.
jacket.
Nice dress,
Wow.
Well, let's talk about your latest book, It's My Nature, It's Just My Nature. And you talk about this in your this book as well?
This is really captures energy profiling, the system. And what I love about energy profiling is it goes beyond personality. We call it personality profiling evolved. Because personality tests are actually very restricting because your personality is it's not the truest expression of who you are. We play a lot of roles. We conform a lot. We've adapted. We're not, and whenever you take a multiple choice test, you can manipulate. When I take them, I want to get done. I probably wouldn't take it the same way twice.
Yeah, no, it's a
That's
reflection
true.
of
And then
what
it's
you're
your
thinking and
personality
feeling that
profile forever.
And it's where you're at that given point in time.
You figure as long as Myers-Briggs has been around, how many people are having these, just huge revealing, oh my gosh, I took Myers-Briggs, it's changed my life.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's pretty minimal what kind of advantage it gives you with knowing your truth. So I discovered and captured in energy profiling what I believe is the core framework of what creates who we are and as a natural expression coming through us. And as you read It's Just My Nature, you get to see the 4 natural expressions that all people have that define our gifts and talents. And you will see yourself, you'll see yourself in all 4 expressions, but you're going to notice that you dominate in one of the 4.
Okay.
And when you know your dominant expression, like for example, I'm a dominant type 3.
Okay.
And in my natural expression, I am very confident, sure, I do things big, I'm very determined, I like to move quickly into action to get things done. That's like how I move through life. And I dress in a way that depicts that's who I am.
Sure.
And you, after reading It's Just My Nature, you come away knowing I know who I am. If you don't know, people will go through it and go, well, I'm not sure which one I am. That just depends how far you are from having lived it in your life.
So you talk about energy profiling. How does this help a woman live more truthfully? Like you're talking about living in her truth.
Right.
How does that do that?
Well, let's say you're dominant type 1, and the 4 energies are based on the 4 elements that create us, which are nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon. So it's a very solid reference that's creating a natural expression in us. Let's say you're dominant type 1.
Okay.
Your natural movement is buoyant, upbeat. You're more random, unstructured about life. You don't like to do things the same way over and over. But let's say, for whatever reason, you were told a lot as a child, settle down. You move too much. Quiet down. And you conformed.
Sure.
You conformed to that.
Obedience.
To a degree, you now feel when that comes out, when that bubbles up out of you, you're feeling self-conscious of that and going, it's not okay to be me.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's been shamed. And so now you're conforming and thinking you need to be more structured, more concise about life, more repetitive, and now you're not a happy gal.
That's right.
Because you're not living your life, who you were designed to be. Yeah, that's the inner, let's just take that example now. Now you know that, wow, that's me. I've had women say to me, Carol, you've given me permission to be me, to be who I am, and no, I don't need to be what I thought I had to be. So what you were perceiving as your weakness, you now recognize as your greatest gift.
And that's liberating.
Oh, it's huge.
Very
That's
liberating.
huge.
Women lose weight. It's amazing what happens. They get healthier, all kinds of stuff.
In a short amount of time, without taking the course and listening to your show, are there 1 or 2 tips that you could give us to help us find that truth and live within
And our audience here.
Not at all, because I want you to read my book.
That's funny.
See, let me bring it down to 1 or 2 tips. Once you know your dominant expression, the natural expression of who you are, it's so obvious that you. So the first, notice where you put yourself down. That's a good possibility that you're actually shaming the truth of who you are.
And we
Very
as women
strong
do that all the
possibility.
time. Yeah. So just
You go, it shouldn't be that way. Oh, I gotta.
Well, I've watched my daughters in elementary school. You learn to do that, and
That's
girls
true.
do it to each other.
Yes, they do.
at that age.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
that would be my
you
first
start
tip.
very
And
early.
One more tip.
One more tip. We want more. Okay, I'm going to give this as a dressing tip.
Oh, good.
We're ready.
Black has been sold to the women of the world as a neutral color, and most of the three of the 4 types should not even put black on their body.
Really?
Okay.
Why? What does it do?
Black is the movement of black is it's stark and still. Now I'm a type 3. I've got a much higher movement. If I put black on, that's an opposite expression of who I am. It's going to actually enhance what is a natural, beautiful expression of me, which is more angles, more texture in my skin, deeper facial lines and creases. It's going to make that all much more pronounced, probably put 10 to 15 years in how I look.
Oh my gosh.
And women have been sold that you can wear black as a neutral, and it's not a neutral. I hear from a lot of women that are emptying a lot of black out of their closets.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What if you're a New Yorker? We wear a lot of black.
Wouldn't it be amazing to see more color in that place?
Oh, that is so true.
I've been there a lot, and
my
I just
gosh.
think, wow, we could just really bring this place to
We
life.
could. Oh my gosh, it has been
I
so
see
much
why you
fun.
love her. I see why you love her.
I
I
know.
know.
See,
She's
yeah.
awesome.
You need to get your
And
book.
it's
you.
true. It is time
I'm
to
gonna hold
close,
up all
though.
the books.
Yeah. Thank
can't
you,
wait to
Carol,
go on
for
her
joining
show.
us. Yeah, and thank you so very much
you.
for. Yes, we love being with you. We invite you to visit thewinonline.com, where you're going to get solutions, share your good ideas, and really connect with women worldwide. Now have a wonderful day and choose to live joyfully with passion and purpose.
It's the Women's Information Network. It's the Win.